at the Shoolini University Lit Fest, and I'm in conversation with Rajshri Deshpande. So tell me about, the fact that you're here and you were part of this beautiful session called Wonder Women. So tell me about how was it here and what was your experience here and the interaction.
Yeah, of course, the experience is good. This university is so beautiful, and I feel that the students are lucky to be part of this kind of a premises and having such a wonderful teacher. The interaction today was very good. My colleague Atika is a wonderful writer and creator and filmmaker, and Nandita Iyer, who's another dear friend of mine, journalist and an amazing human being. So, and the students, just great.
Okay. So tell me about your latest series, which is everyone's talking about it, and how tough was it for you to do Trial by Fire? We had a conversation a little ahead, a little earlier, where you spoke of how some of the scenes were very disturbing, and it's a long. Like you said, it's the actress goes through there's a huge age. There's a huge generation that passes through.
It's a 25-year of journey of Neelam Krishnamurti.
Right.
So this, of course, everyone must be knowing, this show is based on Uphaar Cinema fire case, which happened in 1997, where in a cinema hall, 59 people died. So 2 children died of Neelam and Shekhar Krishnamurti. And so they decided to fight with the system and start finding the cause behind this. And so from there, 1997 till 2023 now, they're still fighting the case. So this show is based, so she wrote a book actually of her struggle, which is named called Trial by Fire only. So she talked about what happened after that, how she dealt with things, how she dealt with the system, people, and everything. So it's her journey of the 25 years. So I always feel that, of course, it's a tragedy, but it's a huge example of hope
and triumph of the human spirit.
Yeah.
Right.
So I've looked at it.
And you met her after the
film. Met her after the shoot.
And how was that experience? Because you knew her
story. I was very scared because, of course, we didn't meet and we didn't have any interaction before that. And what I was following was the script, and of course, I was following the emotional truth of the whole story.
Right.
And I was worried that I hope she sees it in that way.
Right.
And when her first reaction of her was, how you found me. And that was kind of gave me goosebumps. And she of course, her validation was very important for me. And which she gave, and I think I'm relieved. I tried my level best because as an artist, I feel you cannot live that moment.
Right.
But you have to kind of reach that level of being there.
Right.
So I tried to kind
very
of
successfully.
Because you have to go through physical, mental, emotional level of truth. You have to find philosophical, political, everything. So as an artist, you have to go through everything to find that right. Otherwise, it's there is a line where you can always go one notch high, where it can look caricaturish. So you have to have that. The feelings has to be there. Correct feelings, like.
So were there times where you were disturbed?
I was, because we were shooting in third wave of pandemic, and so it was not just the material which was disturbing for me, but it was what was happening in the society also was disturbing for me. Because oxygen was the issue. So healthcare was in a very bad situation. So I'm dealing with Neelam's journey, and here I'm dealing with a real life journey where my relatives, someone is in the hospital, some friends is in the hospital. Even the crew also went through a lot of issues. Someone is in the hospital, someone's
But you
person
did
is
a lot, you're an activist as well.
Yeah.
So you did a lot of work during the COVID.
Yeah, so because I work closely with the farmers from Marathwada, so I was like, I was shooting and then evening, and whenever I used to get time, I was checking on my farmers, what is happening, and a lot of migration was happening.
Yes.
So I had to make sure, because I work for 30 villages, so I had to make sure they are safe. I had to make sure the healthcare is provided. I had to make sure, the food is been, the ration has to be, so it was, everything was going at the same time. So I think Neelam also gave me that kind of strength.
Wow, the character
gave me a strength that, no matter what happens, you keep
pushing forward.
To keep pushing forward, because there was time when Neelam also had, there was no success.
Yeah.
And it was not just for 1 year, 2 years.
So many years.
But 25 years, every day she get up and she goes to the court. In that faith that things will change. She kept that faith.
Persistence.
That persistence is very important. And for me also, I feel like it's important that, I keep working. Mm-hmm. I keep following, what is actually right. On ground also, or even in my professional space also, that I know that, it's not an easy journey to be as an actor, finding that kind of a character which you feel that you would like to be part of, that storytelling and everything. But you have to have belief in your craft, you have to have perseverance, you have to have that strength. No matter what, I will not do something like this, I will choose what is best. And even on ground also, that I will work on the rural spaces, I will work on the root cause, I will work on the sustainable solutions, I will not do temporary work. So I'm glad that I'm things are getting more clearer, maybe because of the character I'm doing.
You had instances where your characters have come to not save you, but teach you things, like you said, Neelam's character, other characters at different stages of your life. It's the other way around. We're talking about characters inspiring you to, like you said, push forward and do something.
Yeah, see, every time I won't get that kind of a characters, but some of them I have done it, like I portrayed Ismat Chugtai.
Yes.
And then I...
Such a legendary figure.
Yeah, and then I did another film biopic again on Savitribai Phule. So, of course, they taught me a lot of things.
So, what would you from?
So there are some characters that definitely given me...
What would Ismat Chugtai, like, of course, such a legendary writer from the 50s, who changed the face of, the original opinion of what could a woman, a Muslim, Indian Muslim woman writer could, there would be so many, people thought of it in a certain way, but the way she wrote, what did her character influence?
But you know what, when I started my film career and acting career, these are the people who gave me strength, like reading Ismat Chugtai or Manto, or many other, like Amrita Preetham, or maybe Parsai or Sharad Joshi or Uday Prakash. So many people, they gave me strength. They are the ones who actually taught me, that this is how the storytelling should be, and these are the real people. Ismat Chugtai's characters are basically the people who we see everywhere. Be it Lihab or Bachchu Piya, Do Haath, or so many stories of hers is showed us that, I know this character. Ye to ye hai. That's why I feel, that's what they taught me. That the stories are around us. Just start observing them, start learning from them, start listening to them, and then when you portray something, you have to find that realism in them. Right. So if it's like either Lajo maybe from Ismat, this is how the woman is. This is how she owned her sexuality. Or Do Haath maybe, or Lihaf maybe. This is how the societies the relationship structure can be.
Mm.
They have opened up the world to us.
Yeah.
And that's what I've learned from Ismat, that this is how it is, and accept it, learn from them.
Yeah.
And this is normal. When we talk about the LGBTQI communities, she talked at 1940s.
Yeah.
We still have a taboo, but she has opened up about this,
Okay.
and she has normalized the term of
Yes.
LGBTQI at that time.
Yeah.
But it's unfortunate that we've never learned our literature,
Yes.
and we are still struggling
Yeah.
to tell these stories.
Yes.
So I think we should just, we have such rich literature, we should just go back to them,
Yeah.
start understanding, and
So it's
make
important
our
to be
way
a good
forward.
reader. So are you an avid reader as well?
Yeah, I try. I definitely, because see, literature came very late in my life. I grew up in a small town, and my parents are government servant.
Mm.
So literature was never there in our house,
Mm.
because my father was a farmer, and they never followed up because of their circumstances maybe, and for us also it was like pado 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 pado,
Mm.
and naukri karo,
And
shadi
you
karo,
learned,
shadi
you went
karo,
for
shadi.
law. You studied
Yeah,
law.
I studied law because my mother wanted us to do some professional degree.
Mm.
But I broke that space, and then after law, I of course I worked in advertising for a few years. But then again, I broke it, and then I said, okay, I'm not happy here, and I want to pursue acting because that was my joy in my childhood.
Right.
I was into theatre in
Yeah.
my childhood, and
But did you have to fight through that thing about wanting to be an actor?
see what happened when I took that decision late 20s.
Mm.
So that time my parents didn't have anything
Yeah,
to
because you had
yeah, I was in this position
Mm.
that but of course they had this thing that why you want to do this, you're working very good, you're earning money, you want to break everything.
Mm.
So of course that's a typical middle class family life.
Yeah.
I'm no different. It is quite normal that they will have
Yeah.
this thing that
Reservations,
reservation, that you are leaving your a good paid job and want to get into something which is unpredictable.
Mm.
But it's okay. I think you should take risk.
Yeah.
Failure is what will happen. You will fail, right?
Yeah.
But then it's your failure.
Right.
And I told them that it's going to be my failure, and I'll be responsible for that.
Right. Also, Marathi cinema, Marathi theatre is such a strong voice in the culture of India. And so, what about regional cinema? How does it impact your choices of films that you do?
I have not done Marathi film though. I have just done a biopic of this one. But yeah, I seriously want to do more Marathi films. I really hope someone offers me that and writes a good script for me. But of course, regional, I've done a Malayalam film, done 3 Malayalam films. So I feel for me, it's always in cinema. I think languages should not be the barrier for anything.
So, how did you manage Malayalam?
I didn't have to speak Malayalam though. Malayalam is a difficult language to learn immediately. So one film I did where I had to mug up my lines and say it.
And then it was
Other
done.
film S Durga, I was in Hindi only, and they speaking with, because they also like even
They
S Durga they mixed it because in Kerala there are a lot of migration happened, and they have these Hindi belt also. But that's what I'm saying, that as an actor I'm ready to learn if there is any character. If it's a Spanish character, I'm ready to do it.
But isn't it very liberating today that cinema and OTT and all
it
just
should
moves
be
across
absolutely
without any barriers?
Absolutely, there should not be any barriers because we should work in every anywhere.
What next?
I'm working on I'm reviving a river in a village. I'm building a school in a village, another village.
In real life? In real life. Not
In real
cinema.
life. No, of course in real life. Through my foundation.
Yes.
But I have not signed anything after Trial by Fire. There'll be, of course, there are a couple of films I'm working with the directors. There is young independent filmmakers who's mounting a project. So I'm helping them,
Right.
and they have come up with brilliant ideas. And so probably I'll be shooting some independent films only. But series I have not yet signed. I'm just now waiting for a good project.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
Okay. Good luck and waiting to see you on screen again. Thank you very much for speaking
Thank you
to me.
so much. Thank you.
Thank you.